What's going on? Peace, light, and love. I'm Shakesha Divine. Got my astrological tarot up here on deck in the house. I don't use that this often, but I'm definitely going to start rocking with this a lot more because I just been getting a lot of messages that's been coming through this particular deck, and I'm feeling that. I'm liking that a whole lot. And so I definitely want to set it off by thanking the A-Team. These are the angels, the archangels, the ancestors, the ascended masters, the spiritual advisors who come through holding us down, protecting us out here in these days. You've been seeing 444 out here in these particular streets. That's your confirmation. They've been coming out here looking for you, looking out for you, for your highest and greatest good. Let's get it on now. Let's get it on now. And so the Archangel Sandalphon is coming through, reminding us about how important it is for us to be out here taking care of ourselves in these particular streets, right? This is so that we can shine our light so brightly, so that we can be badassery like we supposed to be out here in these particular streets, right? And so Sandalphon is coming through, making sure that we showing up in situations, being around people, places, and things that support our wellness at the end of the day. The Moon card is coming through. And when this Moon card is coming through, it really reminds us about tapping into our intuition, right? Because, see, this is the higher part of the moon, right? When we in this higher vibration of the moon, right, this is when we in tune with the star player. This is when we holding on to our intuition and whatnot. But when we on that lower end, right, this is when we jump into the energy of the fears, the doubts, and the insecurities, and that ain't what we finna do at this particular point. The water sunset is coming through, and when this comes through, this is about making sure that we ain't all up in our feelings. Moon energy can have us there, right? And all up in our feelings, I'm talking about in a way that's not serving us, that's detrimental, because this card came through in the reverse sign, right? And so when that card comes through, when it's in reverse, right, this may mean that we need to focus on making sure we raising the frequency up on our particular emotions, and we do that by shifting how we've been thinking, right? And so the Six of Air is coming through, right? And when that Six of Air is coming through, this is about moving on from some past shit that done happened within our lives, right? See, we done been through some changes out here in these particular streets, and a lot of times we do this thing where we review how we coulda, woulda, and shoulda did things a little bit differently. But Spirit is coming through, reminding you, fam, that all of these things, they happen for us and not to us, right? And this ain't to be facetious out here at the end of the day, right? It's actually divine order so that we can get these lessons that's going to put us in alignment for what we came here to do. This is how you strengthen that muscle, right? This is how we get through. This is how we show up and shine bright, by going through a change or two that strengthens us so that we can really come out here and shine up in this world, right? No doubt about it, right? And so the Fire Rising card is coming through. And when this card is coming through, this is all about reminding you about rising and being great. But you know this shit was in reverse, right, fam? So what's not happening right here out in this particular streets, right? See, what we are reminded to do is that we got to really overcome a lot of the emotional challenges, because I'm gotta tell you, I understand this particular energy, no doubt about it. Cancer moon in the house, no doubt, right? However, what we have to do is really be able to move past a lot of that stuff, right? And so what Spirit is really coming through and reminding us about, making sure that we shine in our light in a way that's more auspicious, that's going to align us for the assignment. And so this is why the Archangel Sandalphon is coming through. And when this Archangel is coming through, reminding us about being gentle with ourselves, taking care of ourselves, right? Being around people, places, and things that support our wellness and everything. This is what's going to take us out of the lower vibration of that moon energy where we in our fears, our doubts, and insecurities, right? Because when you around some folks that's really cheering you on, supporting you and everything, this is when they bring you into this particular energy, right? That fire starts rising up in you, right? You start showing up and shining your light. They are allowing you to be great. And so Spirit is coming through, reminding us about making sure that we checking in on our emotional state, right? And making sure that we resolving all of that old shit, right? Because we know it happened, right? But understand that it came here to bring us a lesson, right? And so Spirit is really encouraging us that we really get that foolishness out of our head. Quit allowing it to rent space at the end of the day, right? Moving forward so that we can really be about the business of this new cycle that we came here to do. But you got to be gentle with yourself at the end of the day. This ain't about beating yourself up because it's hard for you to move past it. Because, see, you got to understand this is human nature, right? We are emotional beings. And so this experience for us is challenging, you understand, right? But what Spirit is really encouraging you to do right now is to do some things that's going to really help and support in your wellness, right? So if you can't get out there, getting in nature and taking a walk out there, maybe taking you a nice bath, because bath really helps with the emotional state. Water ties to that emotions, right? And so Spirit is really coming through, reminding us about how important it is for you to be gentle in yourself, creating environments that support your wellness so that you can get that fire back in your spirit and get back on track, fam. I hope that this is helping you out, because it surely helped me out. I want to give you so much love, so much light. Oh, you got this, family. Don't you worry about that. Peace, light, and love.